Hello there. In this video we are going to talk about that info panel hack that I told you in the previous video. And for that, first of all, I'm going to select everything and delete. So now I'm going to this tab that most of you most likely have never been here before. And let's quickly go to what we have in here. First of all, the 3D view. We have a Python console, and we also have here the text editor, and the most important, the info panel. This here, you can already see some interesting things. Remember that in the beginning there, I selected everything, and then I deleted all of them. So Blender watches what kind of actions that we are making at every single time. So every action that we do, a Blender knows about it, otherwise it wouldn't be able to execute that action. And some of them, and most of them actually, it spits here what is the actual code for that action. And this is very interesting because this way we can simply select this line of code, right click and copy, and then we can reuse that same action in the text editor. But to do that, let's do something a little bit more interesting than selecting everything and deleting. So let's start with an armature. I'm gonna get here an armature. Okay, let's go. Nice. Well, I'm gonna need to create a new text editor, and then now I can copy this one and paste it here. But if I try to run this here the way it is, I'm going to have problems because Blender doesn't know what this BPY actually means. For that, we need to import BPY. Oops, there we go. So now that we have this import BPY, if I delete this armature and I press this play button, we see we have a new armature. But something like this is going to be too simple because I can just press Shift A and then add an armature. But then one thing that we can do in the text editor and using the info panel is we can stack actions. So what we can do normally when we create an armature, we have the armature selected, and then we go here to the armature data, and in the viewport display, first of all, in front. This in front is a thing that we are going to use in most cases when we are working with armatures. So I can just select it, Ctrl C, and here Ctrl V. There we go. We have the same code that we have here, we have in the text editor now. Another thing that at least I like to do is to show the names of the bones. So I can also just select this one, Ctrl C and Ctrl V it here. And at last, I would like to have the armature already where I want to work with it. Because if you're adding an armature, most likely you want to edit the bones of the armature. So nothing better to be in edit mode. And when we toggle to edit mode, we also have the action to toggle to edit mode. So I can Ctrl C this one as well, just Ctrl V it here. And at last, another thing that I like to do is to change the name of the first bone, because that's basically the root bone. So I wanted to have that name. So I'm going here to bone and change this to root, like this, press enter, and then we have the code for that. This one, BPY context active bone.name equal root. Just Ctrl C it and paste it here. And now we can test what we are doing. For the codes here, let's add some comments. By the way, to add a comment in Python, we use this hashtag and then we type whatever we want in front of it. So this first one, add armature. Net. The second one, set go in front. The third one, we show the bone names. Yeah, and the fourth one, we toggle edit mode. And the last one, we change the name of the active bone to root. And that's basically what these lines of code they are doing. Now to test it, we can just delete this one and we just need to press this play button. And there we go. We are in edit mode. The bone is with the name root and it is showing the name, which means this line worked. And to check if the in front is working, we can go back to the bone data and we're gonna see the in front is toggled on and everything is working as nicely as possible. One other thing that we are gonna be able to do with this is to save this file to be used in other projects. So I can put here set up armature.py because it's a Python script, and then I just need to press Alt S and save wherever I want it to be. Another thing that makes our lives easier is to go here to edit preferences, and in interface we see this Python tooltips. When we have this toggled on, we can see, for example, this assign bone, this assign button. It has a code already showing that is that bpy.ops.armature.collection_assign. So this is another way to hack, let's say. So that's basically it for this video. You can see that it's pretty simple, so you don't need to be scared about scripting in a Blender. At least most likely in other programs it's gonna be something similar, so you're able to find where the program spits those informations that you would need to create your macros, let's say. Yeah, if you liked it, if it is going to help you in the future, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed yet, and if you still have some questions and you would like to be part of the community, there's links down in the description for our Discord server. So that's gonna be it, and I will see you next week for the next one. Bye.